Google Veo 3 image to video tutorial. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with Veo 3 in Google and how you can convert images into videos. So let's get started. For this, head on over to deepmind.google, and once you're in DeepMind, you can either try it in Gemini or try it in Flow. Now, I'm going to click on try it in Flow to get started with the Flow version, simply because I just like it. And Flow allows you to just create videos a bit more seamlessly, so I just prefer to use Veo 3 in Flow. Once you do that, click on Create with Flow, and once you click on Create with Flow, this will open up Flow. Now, you are going to have to sign up for a Google AI subscription, which I have already done, and you are going to have to log in using your Google account. Keep in mind that your AI subscription is not going to charge you until your first month is completed, and after that, it starts at $19.99 every month. So once we have logged on to our account on Flow, we're going to proceed with a brand new project. So I'm going to click on new project over here, and once you open up a new project, this is what it's going to look like. Then you can see you have text to video, and then you have frames to video on the bottom left within your prompt builder. So you're going to click on frames to video. Now with Veo 3, you have these options to create the starting and the ending scene with an image. So if you have two image references and you want to create a video in between, you can actually do that as well. I'm going to click on upload over here, and let's say that I want to upload this as the opening video. Okay, and I'm just going to click on crop and save, and then I'm going to add the closing of this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload another image like this, and this is going to be slightly different. This is going to be of a separate model like this. And once I have uploaded both of these images, I can proceed with my prompt. Now, if you want, you can only give it one image to convert that into a video. So I am going to first do the 2-image one and then the 1-image one. But before we do that, we have to select our Veo 3 model. So click on the top right settings, and then you're going to select your model. So you have Veo 2 fast and you have Veo 3 fast, which takes 10 to 20 credits. Then you also have Veo 2 quality, which can take 100 credits. And then you have Veo 3 quality, which takes 100 credits as well. But what I'm going to do is we are going to head on over into Veo 3 quality, which does take around 100 credits. And you guys can see with AI Pro, this is going to take, this is the credit system. They have their AI credit menu table available. And I'm just going to go into Veo 3 fast, and then I am only going to create one output. Now I'm going to ask it to, the model walks into a new set where the other model is standing. And then I'm just going to go with Veo 3. And we're just going to be selecting Veo 3 from here. And once we do that, we're going to wait for our video generation to be completed. Now, you can convert any image into a video, even if it's a singular image, even if you have like a product image. So I'm going to show you guys an example of that as well. So we're going to upload an image of a product. Let's say it is going to be this product over here, and I'm just going to upload this image, and we're going to use this later on. So I can show you guys the different ways you can convert images into videos. Now we're just going to wait for our first video to be created. And in the meanwhile, I'm also going to put in the second video prompt. So you can do multiple generations at once. So I'm only going to be adding this as the first frame, which is the eyeshadow palette. A beautiful influencer holding this eyeshadow palette, talking about how amazing it is, talking about how amazing it is. And I'm going to, she is sitting in her room. And then after that, I'm going to choose the number of outputs as well as the model I want to use. I'm going to dismiss this. And just like so, our video is now being created. Now let's take a look at our first video. And now the model is walking into our new set. Now you guys can see this was a bit choppy because we did not define the prompt in a bit more detail. Obviously, the better your details are, the better the overall performance or the overall output is going to be. I'm going to go into a new, so I can get started with the eyeshadow one because I do think it's going to work better with a new project instead of, adding it to our older one. We're going to go into frames to video. We're going to add our first frame. upload the image of our product. And then we're just going to click on crop and save. Click on this, wait for our upload. And once our upload has been added, I'm going to select our model, which is VO3 Fast. Okay, so if it's giving you this error, submit again to confirm. And now it has changed the model to VO2. Now, there might be a couple of different reasons for this. You can go back and cancel this and then do VO3 instead. And don't worry if any of your VO3 video generations are not executed. If any image or video generations are not executed, you are going to be automatically refunded. You don't have to worry about your credits being wasted or, you losing credits for absolutely no reason. That is not something that can happen when you are using Google's Flow, whenever you're using Google's credits or VO3. So our video has now been created and you guys can see, wow, this is an amazing video. Honestly, if I saw this video on my Instagram feed or anywhere else, I would not be able to tell that this was created using AI. This looks very accurate to, the actual description. Now, what you can do if you want to make this a longer video, and if you want your image to be converted into an entire long video, you can click on Add to Scene on the top left whenever your video has been created. And once you do that, you will see this different video editor and you will see your basic scene has been added here. So from here, all you have to do is click on the plus icon and then click on extend. And from here, you are going to then tell the prompt what happens next within the scene. So she swatches the eyeshadow on her arm. And now I'm going to put in my prompt and now it's going to create a video and it's going to continue on. So you guys can see this point where our video ends. It's going to continue on from that point and then proceed with building the rest of our video. So I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds for this to be completed. So like so, our scene should now be extended and we can take a look at what happens further within our scene. So she is talking, and then she takes the eyeshadow and it has been swatched on her arm and it's now showing the eyeshadow swatch on her arm. Now, I would want her to actually show the way she has swatched the eyeshadow on her arm. So preferably I would add that detail again and then recreate the video again, which is just going to be another way for us to do so. Now, I'm going to show you guys some other examples of images that have been converted into videos by using the power of VO3. I'm going to log on to another VO3 account where we have created some more sample content so I can show you guys the different capabilities that VO3 actually does have. It's kind of amazing what you can do with VO3. So we're just going to load this up and I'll show you guys some other images. You can even build some really amazing editorial images. You can build videos for editorials. You can build videos that are great for like product shoots. That is especially useful with VO3. So I'll show you guys this product video. This was a still image that I had, and this was the original image, and we converted that image to just the model actually moving around and showing some movement, which is amazing. And we have also done this with other products. So I'll show you guys the product example as well. This is our eyeshadow palette and a woman is holding it and talking about it. And we also have this lipstick application one, and I'll show you guys the multiple variants we have of this. This was my original prompt image, and then I asked it to show a woman applying the lipstick like so, and you guys can see how beautiful this looks. Then we have a little realistic image, and this looks hyper realistic. Then we have this video as well of the woman applying the lipstick like so. So in this way, you can use VO3 to convert your images into videos. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.